What's up, you guys? Welcome if you're new here. I'm Mad Hatter. Last time I did my cool toned eyeshadow go-tos, and this week we're gonna do my warm. It's the same little magnetic palette. You can get these on Amazon. I believe they're only like 10 and 20 bucks. So really good steal if you're into this sort of thing or looking to like curate your own. I think it's so pretty and definitely very different from what I've done on my channel so far. I've done a lot of like dusty pinks and greens. This is definitely more oranges, warmer tone like orangey reds here and here. And then I know you wouldn't normally think of like green eyeshadow as warm because I also had it in my cool tone palette. However, this is more the warmer side of green. So in my last palette, go check it out. It's more of like cool tone greens. These are my warm tones. If you're interested in just seeing like some swatches and an overhead shot of me putting this palette together, then keep on watching. I'm going to do it a little differently this time. I'm going to, I think, swatch them as far as looks and color stories, like mini color stories as if I was using the palette. And then afterwards, instead of doing like a live arm swatch, I'll just have an insert in. So that being said, let's start here. This is Keep Scrolling from Colourpop. It's a pressed pigment, so it behaves a little bit differently than just like a typical powder shadow. They'll be very dusty. You will have to build them up and you will have to use a base. I don't have a base in my hand, but you can see I can just kind of swipe that away like right off my skin. And if you build these too much up on the eye, these meaning this particular pigment, in my experience you can just dust it right off the lid, so it's better to just use a sticky white base. This one's great, Milk from NYX Jumbo Pencil line. This is Rosé All Day, and you've seen it in my Chartreuse color story. This time I'm using it with like this bright green. So it looks quite a bit more like antique gold. And just to show you like a more yellowy gold, this is Queen Bee. Here's like what a yellow gold would look like. This deep green, this olive color is called Dirty Martini. So there's like a fun olive color scheme for a look. Some more greens in this warm palette, which you know me, I love my greens. This is new to my collection and it is just absolutely gorgeous. This is Tea Garden, and it's like green meets gold. It's like very creamy to the touch too, but I mean, just look at that. If you guys have Glass Bowl from Colourpop in your collection, this is like that with more of a green and gold flip, but it's very similar in texture and application, I think. I don't want to say sheer, but you know, it can be on the lids. But it's very creamy to the touch and has a very intense flip. And then you've seen this before, it's a favorite green. I included it in the warm palette because it's got that red base, but it is very like kind of emerald teal. And that is Club from MAC. This is Seltzer from Colourpop's Meant to Be palette. I just kind of wanted a teal pop in there. This is kind of the cool color in this palette, but I thought it complemented a lot of these colors really nicely. Like it goes really great with these reds, these pinks, these oranges and peaches. Really nice. So you kind of have like a tealy color story here. And just in case you're curious, I'll go ahead and swatch Rosé All Day next to Tea Garden so you can see why I put both and kind of how they differ. So there's Rosé All Day next to it, and it's just much more of an antique gold in comparison. It doesn't have the teal flip. Next, I'll go into the pinks because I always love my reds and greens together. So I definitely want to include them on the warmer side. I wanted to be able to create a pink look. This is Poodle from Colourpop. Just kind of a mid-tone, vibrant pink. Not too orange because I know in a lot of pink palettes it's easy to get, you know, more of like something peach. So this is a nice one. This is Babe from Colourpop She palette. And this is just a nice baby pink. Oops, must have got a little bit of one beside it in there. And then for inner corner highlight, for really any look, is this gorgeous creamy metallic called My Treat from Colourpop, and it was very quickly limited edition. It just came and went right off their website. They didn't promote it or anything. One single individual talked about this product and made a video on it. Shout out to Jasmine. I'm gonna link her video below. If you're curious, they are gone. They're limited edition. But they just say metallic. See if I can get it close up. They just say metallic when you get them, but this particular one is really creamy and very neutral. It's kind of like a light pinky color on me. This next one is a really cool red that I think just completes this pinky look and is really great for really deepening any look in this palette, especially like this green here or these kind of fiery oranges. And unlike the monochromatic Colourpop red palette, this is very more of a true red. It's really nice. I think it's always great to have neutrals in a palette, even if it's just a couple of shades, just for days where you need something minimal or practical. So in this particular palette, I've got Top Notch, just a nice orangey brown, almost terracotta. West Star from Colourpop. It's a nice bronze. I love my bronzes. This one has a great red flip to it. It's really cool. I've already kind of swatched those two, and even this one, but just to show you like the more yellowy side of what could be neutral. I love my yellows. This one here is really cool. It's called Side to Side. It's from the Sweet Talk Colourpop palette, and I would consider this more of a topper. I believe it's a super shock that they put in a palette, and I think, oops, get back in frame, I think it looks really pretty. It's very sparkly with kind of a clear base, but it does have a peachiness to it. So these are kind of the neutrals. And I mean, if you really wanted to, even this light pink you already saw called Pay is very neutral if you just put it on the lid by itself or with this brown. And even My Treat. So, I mean, there's a number of neutrals in here, even though looking at this you might go, oh wow, so colorful. I always try to include some neutrals. Let's do the warm orangey red color scheme that's going on in here that I would definitely do some looks with. It is a very vibrant coral It's gorgeous. This just all over the lid. So pretty. And this topper, this side to side, was in the same palette with Colourpop. So I'll just put those together because this is very orangey peachy. So if you like tap this, it's more of a glittery topper. If you really like intensely smear it on, it's much more of like super shock looking. Very fun. Because these two look kind of similar at first glance, I'll swatch them side by side. Oh yeah, this was Poodle. Saw this in the pink color scheme, but it's just much more pink. And then the red is this big gulp from Colourpop. Starshine, yeah, Starshine. So buttery feeling. It's from Colourpop. It was a limited edition. And this last one you saw, let me see. Also great for deepening up those orangey colors. Here's that gold again, Queen Bee. And top notch, that kind of brown transition color. Fiery reds and oranges. So let's start with the reds. This was Missy. This is Big Gulp from Colourpop. This is Heads or Tails, Colourpop. Sorry. Starshine from Colourpop. Really pretty, like a yellowy orange. And then even in this color scheme I can repeat and probably show you what Queen Bee looks like, because that would work really well with this fiery side. Yeah, so pretty. So like this could be a look, this could be a look, these could be a look, these could. I mean, so cool. Fun color scheme. And then this is always a great pop of color for any of these color schemes that I showed you. It's just very complimentary. Show you just right now, like how well it would work. Isn't that pretty? Or even with these colors here. That topper, side to side. Now I'll go ahead and insert the full arm swatches for you guys. much for hanging out with me. Come hang out with me on Instagram. My username's Mad Hatter over there. You can see behind the scenes and sometimes other extra palettes that just come and go so quickly they're not even worth doing a video on, but maybe you'll find some inspiration or fun from those swatches. So go check me out on Instagram. I'd love to hang out with you there. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, lovelies, and I'll see you next time.